Good, good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Hey, Donna. Hey, Craig. Hey, Steve. How are we all doing this evening? I'm going to post the link in chat if anyone wants to hop up. Or just have a general chat. I'm going to be talking up a bunch of my dry diets and stuff whilst doing the stream. Hey, Lewis. Getting ready for the show on Sunday. How's everyone's Monday been? Everyone had a good day today. Show on Sunday, Craig, is the Midlands Entomological Fair in Alderton in Nottinghamshire. There's a smaller show, quieter show. But it's still fun. Yeah, I've got tables there. I know Lee and Terry got tables there. Spar Spiders will be there. Bugsy K is going to be there. Ooh. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, Trond?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. Been a busy day off.
Busy day off. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, feeds and filming and rehousings. What about you?
Yeah, I just got home from work, so I need to do that tomorrow. Been traveling all day.
How's the job going?
Well,
Oh,
let's just say it the easy way. I get paid to watch movies.
get out. Call that work.
Well, I will call it work because when you're working 12-hour days and have nothing to do, you get really, really bored and the days get really, really long.
That's but if they're good films, though, at least hopefully.
So, yeah, this week at work, I've lifted 3 pipes.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, Craig, the rabbits were everywhere, so, and I wasn't afraid of people. Well, and technically, since we have Phil, the guru of animal stuff, it's a hare, not a rabbit.
Do you have rabbits in Norway at all, or is it just hares that you have?
The only rabbits that exist are in private captivity.
fair enough.
For some reason, they do not survive. Like they do in the UK and become a pest.
Yep. I would definitely rather see hares than rabbits in the wild, personally.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year, if you see male hares boxing.
Haha, Steve.
The trolls eat them.
Well, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they even survive over, because where my work is, it's like an industrial area, so it's all like gravel and tarmac and concrete, and there's some bits of green grass, and they're still bright white with the winter coat on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Predators will see them from
See
a mile
you so
away.
clearly.
Yeah, Craig, it gets too cold and too much snow. Normal rabbits do not survive. They can't find food and they freeze to death. There used to be a lot of rabbits in farms for fur coats and stuff, but since that's illegal now, then nobody's doing it. It's mostly just pets now.
Make sense.
I know there was some people local many years ago that had a Belgian blue rabbit farm for meat, but nowadays it's all like being looked down at, and all the animal activist groups and all that shut everything down. And yeah, some of it I can understand, because some of the farms was just disgusting. But even the farms that did it the right way got closed down in the end. So
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If they're not good ones, you don't want those around. But yeah, if the ones that are doing it well and doing it with like good welfare and stuff, it's unfair on those ones.
yeah.
Don't think she couldn't survive the cold yet. She lives in Scotland. I mean, Norway is colder, but
Yeah, I don't know. What's the lowest you get in Scotland on a. Because I'm all the way south in Norway, and even down here we can get as low as like 20, 25 in the winters. Hey, Balt.
Hey, Bart. Right.
Yeah, you know it's cold when your car needs an half an hour to warm up before you can drive somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Snail.
Hey,
Been a long
Snail.
time. Yeah, my friend who works up at Hyde and Wildlife Park, in the Cairngorms. He said before, like, when he first like moved up there, he didn't realise that if he left his lunch in his car, sort of while he was working during the winter, that his sandwich would completely freeze solid.
Yeah. Oh yeah, lots of my friends have made that mistake. They have a unopened box of Coke or Red Bull or Monster or whatever in the car. They forget it, go out in next morning to drive to work, and the cans exploded.
Restocking the dried shrimp.
Mm.
Which,
Hey, Rob.
I suppose say absolutely love this stuff. Hey, Rob. How you doing? Yeah, I noticed it at Barnsley. I was a bit short on my made up tubs than I thought. So I was like, oh, I need to.
Yeah, how did the show go?
Yeah, it was good. It was busy.
Nice.
So I mean, it's always busy at Barnsley.
Yeah, I'm gutted I couldn't go, but yeah. When I finally got that job, I reckon I couldn't just say no.
That's more important.
Yeah. Rob, yeah. BTS is confirmed. I'm not at work
Oh, nice.
that week, so I'll be going to BTS. When's Bristol?
July. Only.
In the middle or at the end?
Let me have a look. So you can tell you. Right at the end, 27th.
27th. Okay, I'm off that as well, so I will be at Bristol.
Ooh.
Is the one in August?
Scotland.
That's Scotland. And when is
Glasgow? Right at the end, 31st.
Well, I'm off that one as well, so I might see if I can do a Scotland trip. Never been in Scotland, so
Yeah, I'm planning to. I haven't booked it yet, but yeah, planning to go up to do Scottish show and give it a go. Ooh. Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Hey!
Hello, mate. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. How's you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
And how's the boss?
Hello.
She's all right. Yeah, she's keeping me busy, or she's staying busy, which is good. Keeping her out of my hair. Yeah.
Good, good.
Oh, and
I'll
the
be
cat.
I'm basically going, Bart. You know what's happening.
Oh, I've got to get this. Can't see the chat at the moment. This is going to be really hard for this cat.
I want to be on camera too.
Right. Say hello to everybody.
Meow.
Trying to log into my computer, but it's she doesn't make it easy. Right. Come on, move out the way. Ow! And I get cute aggression. Sorry.
Alice has been teaching her things.
Sorry?
Alice has been teaching her things.
Oh, she's the most loving cat in the world. But the moment she has like she gets over excited and over cute, and then she'll bite you. Like she's just done on my bit there. I want to use the mouse. I know you cats aren't meant to. No. Right, off we go. On the floor. Right. Can't see the comments at the moment, so apologies if.
Right. Donna called you a stranger.
Someone's called me a stranger. Oh,
Donna.
oh, Donna. Spoke to me yesterday.
But, oh, look, there's a stranger on screen.
Hold on.
I'll be back in a bit. I just need to get some food.
All right.
Oh, the weather's starting getting hot.
Yeah, it's quite a nice day today.
Yeah. I bet you're dreading this time of year in the hot house.
I'll try and avoid as much as I can.
Isn't that part of your job though? Isn't it? Like, aren't you meant to be in the?
Not if I delegate it to volunteers.
Ah, yes. Joys of being management.
No, what I'm trying to do this time of year is that if it's going to be within the range of temperatures that the animals can cope with and sort of be okay with, then I do try and remember to open up the ventilation, which then relieves a lot of humidity and
Okay.
and heat out to make it sort of about the same temperature as outside, or just a little bit warmer.
Yeah. Right, I've got the chat up. So, hello Bart. Hello Donna. Hello Craig. And everybody else. TikTok's all right. I made 44p yesterday on my live.
Woo!
Yeah. That was from my sister's partner and Mark.
I think I've got like about £7 in my TikTok account from doing lives.
Oh, that's all right. Was that one? How many lives was that?
I don't know how many. Not like loads, but like over a few years, kind of thing. When I do like sometimes like the zoo lives and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's sometimes having the time just to go live on it or like to do something.
I quite enjoyed it. Quite good. I just did feedings. And might do a live tonight or tomorrow and do attempt to pair the orchid mantis again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The male just wasn't well, the female wasn't having it yesterday or the other day.
Right. Nope.
Finished that. Well, the male couldn't connect, and the female, when she finished her food, licked. So yeah, it just wasn't happening. Yeah, I'll try again tonight and see. One of the females, so I picked up some. As I said in the live yesterday, I picked up some females, well, a load of males and females. I think three mature males, 2 mature females. One of them's already been paired, and then three, basically one away from maturity. And then yeah, there was a lovely guy that used to work for London Zoo called Jeff, and he yeah, me and Jeremy went over and he we ended up walking out with a load of exoterrors. He was trying to sell these exoterrors, and both me and Jeremy said, "Oh yeah, we'll buy one each." And then he said, "Oh, you might as well take the other one for free." And then he had this, must be about a 4 foot by about 3 foot high exoterror. And he said, "Yeah, you can have that."
Not
Worked
bad.
there. Good. Yeah, I'm going to do a. He had this huge enclosure, and it had a communal of beetles. There was like sun beetles and other beetle, another type of beetle, katydids, spiny stick insects, millipedes, just all in this one big massive arboreal enclosure. They looked absolutely amazing. Like there's always something happening, and there was all these baby spiny stick insects all running around, and you can kind of tell that it was a zookeeper's enclosure because it had that look, that feel to the enclosure. The communal bouse. I've got my very small. Well, I've got 5 a communal of 5 here that I need to rehouse, but I don't really want one that size at the moment. That would be cool though.
No, super cool. Yeah, no, I'd love to have like an enclosure that sort of size, or something that massive to be able to do something with.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
I'd have to even get rid of loads of things.
But I was gonna say, with all the stuff you've got in your place, you have room.
That's it. Oh, I need a unit.
Yeah. I am still here. It's just right. Come over here. Come over here. $150 Balfouries in a 4 foot by 3 foot. That'd be interesting.
It would also cost a hell of a lot to set up.
Oh yeah, a lot of food.
A lot of food. Would be cool. Would be cool. No doubt about that.
Yeah, I'd love to do something like that. There is I saw a video on YouTube. Right. I saw a video on YouTube of some people doing a massive enclosure of Balfouries, and it was just like rehoming them. Like they were sort of like putting them in, and it was just there was like must have been over 100 of them. They're really incredible.
Yeah, there's a few people out there with real big communals.
Yeah. I'm guaranteed it would be a case of what happened with Mark. It'd be an X-Tac that you didn't even realise.
Yeah, I bet that. Pretty sure that happens with a few people with their communals,
Mm.
especially if they're pretty large ones.
Yeah.
Thing.
One's only a small one at the moment. I need to rehouse it. I kept them in the pot that I got them in. They didn't. I mean, it was absolutely perfect for them. So, yeah, it's due an upgrade. Hello, Amy.
Oh, Amy!
Why's my food walking on the desk? Yeah, I think Alice would kill me if I ate mine.
Ain't it?
Yeah, but I think she'll realise. Ain't that? Yeah, I think she'll realise if there's no Sprite in the living room.
That's a good few tubs of dry shrimp.
Yeah. Nice.
Once that's gone, I need to go and chuck them all over the floor.
Yeah, box them up, then throw them on the floor.
Yeah, at least it's in pots, so like they're not having just tipped like loose dry shrimp everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't do such a thing. Where the hell? Oh, one's over there. One's over there. Damn it. I think is that all of them? Oh, that one. I'll soon be having to get more bulk stuff
I was
in
going to
soon.
take a photo of that bar and show Alice, and Alice will have words with you at
Oh, be
the
careful.
council show.
Oh, be careful, Bart.
He's trying to cook Alice's cat.
Hey, mate.
Hello.
I can fully imagine that Alice probably fights dirty as well. So,
Yeah. Chins, everything.
that's it. Go for the low blows.
Yeah.
Pop the fish.
Alice is that. To be fair, Alice is actually pretty innocent, unless you annoy her, and then
fair game.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, I think I scared Jeremy on the way to this bloke's house. some woman got well, I was just about to reverse into a parking place, and this person just decided to drive into the parking place that I was driving into. I was reversing into. So yeah, I got out of the car and had a word with him. I think Jeremy was like a bit kind of like, what?
Hey Moon, hey Dave, hey Nat, hey Amy. No, Donna, I'm making food, not poo.
Well, after you've made the food and eaten the food, you'll be making poop.
Well, yeah.
So technically, you are actually making poo. People look at the screen up there. It's not. Yeah, you're making poo. Oh, Trond, are you going to be at London show?
London, you mean Coventry?
Coventry. No, Capital show.
Capital Show.
That's the end of this end of April.
End of April.
Nearly.
Because I still got to give you your painting.
No. No.
Which show you next at? So I can give you your painting.
BTS.
BTS. Okay.
BTS in May.
Okay. Well, I'll sort your painting out and bring it for BTS then.
Thank you.
That's all right. I haven't forgotten.
Amy, I might do it just to freak you out then.
Don't want to show you that actually. I mean, it's just reminded me. Apparently, you're down, or my dad's got you down as a different name for the Halloween show.
Who, me?
Yeah, apparently.
Really?
Apparently on your book form you put Animal Adventure.
Oh, I didn't mean to put Animal Adventure.
I'm
pretty sure on the flyer thing.
Still.
Oh. Is it all right if could you ask him to change it to addictive?
That's fine because I'll be doing all the announcements anyway.
Oh,
so I was like, I'm pretty sure I'll double check. Because here for like Animal Adventure, do you mean Animals Addictive? He's like, no. I'm like, what? And then yeah, he said it was you, and I was like, well, no, that's...
It might have been a predictive text thing gone wrong. Yeah, definitely didn't mean to do that.
That's one of the next sort of big things for me to do is the full trade list and do what I always do, which is do a bit of a video for it.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Video.
Amy, just send me the one that you want me to put it down as on all the trade, the list and video and any updated logo if you have an updated logo or anything, because I've been wanting on all that stuff out. So that's not a problem. You know, if I didn't like dried fish so much, I wouldn't bother with it because it always feels horrible.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, my obviously a dairy cows absolutely devour it.
Yeah, lavers just go through these like nobody's business sort of thing.
And the orange koi absolutely devour it.
Right. I don't give it to like my Armadillidiums or my Cabaris or my Ardentiella. But I'll stop saying Miranella because that doesn't exist. Well, they're not a thing.
Yeah, Jeremy was telling me the other day that it's changed.
Yeah. Ardentiella.
They're
like difficult. It like changed. I mean, I saw it just after, but just before I had a video released that included some of them.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it. And literally in that video, I even said, because it's the Onlypods sort of review video, I said, I'll be nice if you put the genus names on, and told him, he's like, and he said to me like, that the reason he doesn't is because the genuses keep changing all the time, and literally it's just like a couple of days later, boom, genus change. It's like, damn it.
Oh,
It's like, well, I lived like it. So,
I need to change my my labels for it then.
yeah, I had to remind myself when I was labeling up the top up on my pastels. I was like, oh no, not Marinella. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully this time it will last a couple of shows,
Mm.
and then do it all again, ready for a BTS.
Alice is very, very busy crocheting at the moment. I mean, there's God, I don't know how many boxes, huge boxes of just crochet puppies and then yeah, just loads of craft stuff. Mm. I'm looking forward to London show.
Yeah, it's not good. Well, Amy wants another Alice Crochet World to go with her first one.
Ah, okay. I will speak to her and I'll say to make whale. She has made a chubby whale. Quite cute. Hello, Mr. Jericho Scorpion.
Still waiting for my female to bloody give birth.
What, your Jericho?
Yeah. I try and was only been listening, but I did show a photo of her last night where like she looked like she's going to explode.
Oh wow.
That's how big she is.
Oh no, I think I saw the photo of it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. John doesn't say that. Look at that. Look how big she is.
You sure that's a scorpion and not a grenade?
Exactly. Exactly. It's like there's either a hell of a lot of babies in there.
Oh wow.
It's going to disappoint me in molt.
Oh no, that would
kill me because it's been over 2 years.
yeah.
Or she's going to explode, which will kill me. So it was just like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
I have to wash my hands after doing the fish.
Nice one, Rob.
Ooh.
One more, and that's 10 tubs of fish. What?
Yeah, still. Put this what's it called? Brachioposis species. I can't pronounce that.
What?
That can read it.
Limpopo?
Limpopo.
The hell's
Yeah.
that?
I don't know. I got it in a mystery box. I think it was from Creatures from the North or something. The Brachioposis species Limpopo.
Who knows?
But yeah, literally, I haven't seen it since I put it in there. I just lifted up the cork bar to see if it's still okay, and it is.
Does anything even come up with Google?
I'm gonna have a look.
Searching for it because I certainly hadn't heard that. Don't know if Amy made it, maybe. I don't know. Amy, you heard that one?
It's a rare dwarf genus of African tarantula. Limpopo dwarf baboon.
Never heard of it.
Oh,
Never heard of that one. Well, my experience of some of their boxes, sometimes when I've never heard of it, it turns out that it's either not a thing or it's not what they say it is.
yeah. I'm gonna wait until it's bigger.
I've had that before, and it's like, what is it? Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, I've got there's a tarantula at the. Oh no, you can go down. Yeah, I've
Chris,
got a spider.
if you type the genus into the chat, Amy's gonna look into it.
Okay.
She'll probably she'll find stuff out as well.
Yeah, I'm not
not.
great at Google. I don't tend to.
I'm gonna wash my. Oh no, I dropped the fish on the floor. It's a dry one. Keep that one myself.
Oh, nice one, Bart.
Four descends. No, full well that's what Tron's going to be getting straight away at BTS.
What's that?
Four descends.
Oh, nice.
From Tim. All the horrible greasiness of the dried fish.
Oh,
it is grim.
Yeah, I use tongs.
I do normally, but when it comes to putting them up, it's just quicker to do it this way and then wash my hands than using my tongs. And then I regret it afterwards. I'm like, oh, I don't want to touch anything with this hand.
If he still has some at BTS, hopefully I can sex one to be a male because I have a female.
Can you sex them when they're small? Because they're about that big.
They're tiny at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah, they're little.
Well, I just tell him
he
to
should have maybe because he's only taken a few to each side to spread them out.
Yeah. Well, hopefully by BTS he can sex one for me or two. Chris.
Hello.
There's a comment from Amy
Oh,
in chat.
yeah, it's tarantula. There's a trapdoor. Oh, okay. But when I looked at it, it looked tarantula. Okay. I'll wait until it's got bigger and try and match it up with some photos, make sure it's definitely what I've got. I've got a tarantula, I've got a bling up there that I've no idea what it is. I've got to wait for it to grow up. Okay. I mean, it looks like a baboon. Thank you, Amy, for looking. Yeah, I like baboons.
Ooh. All right. Ooh. Yeah. If I need to know something, I'm looking up something. I just often nowadays just ask Amy, and Amy comes back so quickly with the answer.
Yeah, that's quick. I mean, I briefly looked on Google, and it said that it was. Yeah, I briefly looked on Google. Oh wow! Someone cutting lawn.
That's my little printer going.
Oh. Like a lawnmower. Oh.
So I can label up.
Get it done now.
The dried fish, yeah. We'll get all this stuff, and then during the week we'll be pack up livestock ready. So yeah.
Oh, you've got the
entomology show. Yeah, the entomology show this Sunday. So yeah, 2 shows this in April.
Whereabouts is that one?
Ollerton, Nottinghamshire.
Oh yeah,
it's a smaller show.
Yeah.
And it is a quieter show, but I still like it. And it's a mixture of livestock and sort of pin specimens. Sort of thing. And sometimes it's one of those. It's also a show where you just sometimes don't know what you're going to see.
Yeah.
Thing.
Okay.
You often get sometimes get like butterfly pupae or moth pupae or caterpillars.
Cool.
Hey Jade.
Hey Jade. I think I persuaded Alice to let me have some Atlas more.
That's
Thing.
cool.
Hey, Jade.
Yeah, that's also really cool.
I'd like to breed them or try and breed them.
I had a pair last year, but they just wouldn't do it.
Mm.
And yeah, potentially waited a bit too long, maybe. So I'll give them another go, but then you have to do it a bit, a bit sooner after they merge and stuff, perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to drop these on the floor, but there you go. There's a pile of dried fish pots.
Jesus.
I say I'll try and not drop these on the floor, and then I will go and drop these on the floor, probably, because it's me.
Oh, you've molted again.
I think Amy might be keeping my scorpion hostage.
Which one? Well, you're very pregnant one.
Female Pordicens, not Pordicens, Palmatus.
Oh. I'll pay you in cake. Didn't he get the cake for free anyway? Shouldn't he have to? Doesn't have to. It's so...
Maybe cake's like a code word for something else.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll be told off now. Oh, she almost offered you cake too.
I thought you were making me sort of caramel cake for the London show, weren't you?
Oh, that'd be good.
Mm. I'll cry.
Oh, she said she is.
Oh. Hello.
So, talking about cake, did anyone film Dave eating the chili cake?
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
It was on. It was on Leah's live. Was it Leah's live or Mark's live? I think it was Leah's live on Wednesday. So if you scroll back in one of her lives, you'll see it.
Oh, on Leah's live last Wednesday.
Yes, I think it was Leah's live. It's kind of funny. He was struggling.
I was looking forward to having a piece of that one.
Not for me.
But then work called, so.
It looked. I mean, yeah, I need to see it right because yeah, like I saw the cake and the cake looked so innocent.
You can tell he was in pain, but he carried on. He soldiered through it.
But then, like the chocolate buttons themselves looked so innocent.
Oh, there Dave is.
Yummy but evil.
Yummy but evil.
Yeah, I bet that's the first time Dave has had a cake that burns on the way in and out.
Oh god.
Tarantula.
Ooh, pistachio cookies.
Mm. Oh, nice. I'd try those. I need to go on a diet. I always say this, like,
The whole
'cause I
cake
want
was
to get,
booby trapped.
I want to get fit and healthy for logging all of my camping stuff, bloodstock. Because otherwise, I suffer, like, majorly suffer.
Just get a really big, heavy trolley like I have. I mean, and Matt has.
Yeah, I've got a sat barrow, but I want to actually get a heavy duty trolley. But I saw in the range they're selling electric trolleys.
All right, all right. Just because
So,
you go to Serpent
you know,
Square.
VIP and all that lot. I think I might get myself a electric trolley.
So these
Yeah, I don't have
VIP
that
camping people, honestly.
Well, I've got to have it with my stove and everything. Come on, baby girl. Come.
I mean, yeah, the Saturday's now going to be interesting now that Luke's coming.
Yeah. Thing is, he could technically stay because there's nothing stopping him actually staying in the campsite for that night.
That's
I think
it,
the
yeah.
only thing I don't know if they stop people day ticket holders getting in and out at night time.
I would have thought so.
Yeah.
Or after a certain time, right, you can't come back in now. And of course, he wouldn't be able to get in the next day.
No, that's true. I don't know. You can. There's always ways of doing it.
There's always ways, but yeah.
I mean, I've got plenty of wristbands up there that I'm sure one of them is the same color as the wristbands of that year.
It's only so many colours they can do.
Yeah, I've got a lot up there.
For,
If you have a look at all that lot, you can see it.
That's quite a few, yeah.
Yeah. That's a mixture of Bloodstock, Download, Hammerfest, and Hellfest.
Hellfest always gets a decent lineup.
Hellfest is like one of the best festivals in the whole of the world. Insane lineup.
Huge.
Sorry?
It looks huge.
It's huge. It is huge. I mean, I went in 2000 and was it 15, 16? And yeah, it was ginormous. Because that was a hard week. Literally, we did me and my friend did Download Festival. And then on the Monday after Download Festival, we did Metal Hammer Golden God Awards. So we went to that for the night. And that was where Joey Jordison stood on stage and basically explained what had happened to him and why he left Slipknot or got kicked out in floods of tears, bless him. And then literally on the Wednesday, was it Wednesday or Thursday, we then left for Hellfest. Yeah. And then did Hellfest for the weekend and got back at like Sunday late night. It was hard work.
That's because I don't want to make you go there if you're not going to go there anyway. You know, Primark have Slipknot and Black Sabbath t-shirts in at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
for like 12 quid.
12 quid. Well, you can tell that that's not proper merch then, can't you?
I mean, no, but it'll be licensed merch.
Yeah,
Kind of
I'd
thing.
have to be licensed. Yeah.
Especially in a high street chain like that. That's the thing. That's been like randomly the other week. Me and Amy were in One Beyond,
Okay.
which is like a bit like Poundland, but something, you know, it's not all everything a pound kind of thing. That's all relatively cheap.
Hmm.
And randomly found a My Dying Bride mug in there.
Wow.
So I was like, well, me and Amy both saw it kind of like separately to each other. Amy was hoping that I hadn't noticed it, and I was like double taking it, being like, "Is that what? That doesn't say what I think it says on it." And I was like, "It is. It's My Dying Bride. What the hell's that doing in here? Is that meant to be in here?" And then I did, and they scanned it, and it was like £1.50 or something.
That's cheap.
Yeah, it was like, man, it's a decent mug as well. It's actually quite a thick, heavy mug.
Yeah. A decent quality mug then, yeah.
Yeah, decent quality mug. Official licensed My Dying Bride on. I'm like, would not expect to see something like My Dying Bride in a shop like that.
Mm.
Like of all the metal bands, it's like that's fine. You know, they're big in metal circles, but they're still fairly niche.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if they had like Metallica, that wouldn't surprise me. If they had Megadeth, that wouldn't surprise me.
Hmm.
My Dying Bride was like, what? The mat. It's like slushy cups are really good from One Beyond as well. They're like really thick plastic,
Okay.
so they're actually sturdy. They're sold as reusable ones.
Hmm.
So yeah, they're really sturdy. Really, yeah, they're and also good for like jumping spiders and stuff as well. That's actually where I think my battery packs ran out, but where my little backlights come from, which were cheap and like, you know, for the price, they're all right.
I see. Well, regardless.
Ooh, like it regardless.
Mm. Funny little sling. Two of them. Two of them from different places. I'm hoping that they're
They end up being a pair.
opposite sex. That'd be amazing. In my Ornata.
Yeah, I need to try and find a female Ornata or someone with a female Ornata. We've got a
Hmm.
male.
Wait, Jeremy, have you asked Jeremy?
Yeah, and he said he's got a female, but it's not adult. He was one of the first people I messaged. Like, maybe like a day after it molted, kind of thing. Being like, "Yeah, you got adult, yeah, a mature female." Is that bastard? How dare you not have a mature female?
Dave? Ask
Victor,
Dave.
who's Victor?
What? Victor.
I don't know who that is. Man, who wore the tablet? Well, I don't remember who that is, Amy. If you can find him, feel free to message him and be like, do you have an adult female? Yeah, got a man, I'd rather him not go to waste. Even if it's like send off for 50-50 or that'd be nice, sort of thing. Because I don't know if I could necessarily afford an adult female.
How much do they normally go for?
I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head, to be honest.
Well, if you can wait a few years, I mean, my one might.
I don't know if he'll be around then. Well, actually, I haven't asked. I should. Yeah, I need to perhaps ask. Yeah, I need to ask Luke to see if it came from Luke. But yeah, see whether he's got any films that be perhaps different ones. What are your thoughts on?
Sorry. Every time I hear that, I just think someone's outside your window cutting their lawn. Sorry, carry on.
It's the porcupines.
Dave has Pionata, female.
Is it adult, Dave? If it's a mature female, does she want to go on a date with my male? Good. What are your thoughts on Venga Boys download?
It is adult.
I mean,
Dave says.
Oh, it is.
Oh, there you go. Going to be having some good times.
They want a 50-50?
Yeah, Venga Boys. I think partly. I think I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people watching them.
Hey Tom.
Hey Tom.
Hey Tom.
Everyone, if you're in the Ely area, definitely go and check out Ely Exotics.
We need to do an Ely Exotic trip. We haven't been yet.
You need to come up.
I don't think so.
You wouldn't be able to get anything back probably, but you'd want to spend far too much money.
No, and he has so much stuff I want that most likely I'm getting beaten in the car park for trying to steal everything.
I think he has everything that everybody wants. Oh, you've molted again.
At least last time Phil sent me the stock list, he had a lot of stuff I really wanted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all seahorses are all sold. I'm not surprised that they didn't hang around long.
Amy,
seahorses.
I wouldn't.
There we go.
Like if I want to bring a gecko home from the UK, it means I will have to drive.
Mm.
And that also means I need paperwork on everything because I have to go through the German border. And those guys you don't mess with.
Nope.
Seahorses. When I used to work at Tropical Marine Centre, and we had to do stock take of the seahorses. So I literally stood there counting from one tub to another, all these seahorses, and they had probably, I think it was about 150 of them that I had to count. It was hard work.
Amy, I have my ways. That's all I'm gonna say.
My friend who lives in Portugal, he used to live here. Then he decided to move back to Portugal. He put all of his snakes, snakes and scorpions into his car and drove from here to Portugal with the snakes in the car. Don't know how he managed to get away with it.
Well, certain countries doesn't.
Yeah.
As long as you're just passing through, they don't care.
Well, I mean, I think going out of England don't care if you're going out of England.
My problem is
It's the problem.
Where I have problems is because crested geckos are legal in Norway, and they are on the list by the government that I can import them without any paperwork or anything. The problem is I don't know any airline that will let you bring a crested gecko on board the plane. And like tarantulas and scorpions, they survive in the suitcase, but I wouldn't recommend trying that with a crested gecko.
No.
They are a bit more oxygen dependent and stuff. But again, like, I wouldn't try it, but I know people have come home from vacations with lizards and stuff popping out of the suitcase, so oh, Amy's on something.
No. Nice.
Hey, Dono. Hey, well.
Hello.
I need another.
Amy, you're tempting me.
Got to admit, the Gabonensis must be. They're such pretty slings.
There's some bait. Nice. Pretty.
Yeah, but Amy, if I nick your ones, they're free.
I've got some re-housing I need to do at some point.
I'm going to have to get more pollen in soon, I think.
My Diablos love the pollen.
Well, not at all. What? Month ago? I think. Don't know what happened. Yeah, BJ's looking at another. Yeah.
You're very, very. One of my slings is so nearly melted. It's white.
Yeah, we can have a look when you're next year, ain't we? Or after show, whatever, and see. And you see what we think together. Need 2 people.
What's your thoughts on the Venga boys then, Phil?
It's a bit left field, I thought. Saying that. I didn't actually see the announcement. I saw like people saying about it, and I was like, people are just trolling here or whatever, because you always get that every now and then where people make up, this, and then actually saw it on their thing, and then it's like, well, it's not April the 1st. Okay. I mean, the thing is, yeah, people will be drunk and they'll enjoy it no matter what.
Mm. Oh yeah, it'll be popular. Like people will be up dancing and enjoying themselves, but
I'm a bit more concerned about that. Yeah, Ricky's thinking of things like that now for Bloodstock, and it's like, no, please not.
It won't go down the same way at Bloodstock. It does a download.
No. It's like if you're gonna have something that's a bit more cheesy or whatever, it's still got to be within metal.
Yes.
Really.
Well,
like bring over Heavy Saurus or something.
Yeah, well, years ago, I think the first time I went down to Bloodstock, they had a band called Tragedy.
Yeah. Stuff like that works.
Yeah, and that was brilliant. I had an amazing time.
But, a bit like Punk Rock Factory.
Yeah, or Frog Leap Studios.
Yeah, a few people have said like book him because that would.
Oh,
work.
do you know them, Tron?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, brilliant. Him and there's another one, Psycho Stick.
Yeah. So they would work as well. Yeah, things like that. Yes, they would work. That Bloodstock because they fit that sort of vibe.
Yeah,
and that's actually what like the Thursday night used to be when I first started going. It was always like that sort of thing.
Yeah, funny bands.
Yeah, but before the Thursday night started being taken a bit more sort of seriously in a way, like I had bands like Arno Corpse.
Yeah, who? Carno Corpse.
No, Arno.
I don't know Arno Corpse.
It was a metal band of Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonators.
Oh, okay. And then they've named it after Cannibal Corpse.
Sort of thing. So it was like things like that. But I was like, again, it was, would have like a few like bands like that on kind of thing. But again, it worked.
Yeah, Chris. I normally don't listen to metal or heavy things like that. But Frog Leap Studio, I really love how he covers normal songs and just
But it's fun.
it's something different.
Yeah. I've now confirmed 2 breeding plans. What is it? What's the first one?
I mean, can we say what the first one is, Amy? I'm sure it's the one that I'm thinking of. Don't think there's another one.
Are you going to do videos on your YouTube channel? Here she comes, the record.
Chris's boss is here.
Your boss lady. Tom said, your boss lady. No, don't come over here. No. You're right. Okay. Feeding.
So yeah, first one is Sturmy.
Oh, it's a Sturmy. Oh, nice.
So with my mature male and Matt's mature female.
Nice.
Bye, Alice.
She's very tired. She's gone to bed.
Mm.
She's been busy.
Although Matt has a mature male, obviously he's quite attached to that male, so he doesn't really want him to be munched, kind of thing, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
I'd rather mine not be munched as well. Amy's obviously going to try to not let him be munched, but I'm less attached to my male, but would like him to be used, sort of thing.
Yeah. Want it to go to a good cause.
So, and obviously that'll be, like a 50-50 sort of thing. But Amy's going to do the pairing.
Cool.
Which he would like to. So, when you say both there, Amy, do you mean both Sturmy or now the Leonardo as well? What have you arranged? Yeah, here's a absolutely huge female that Matt has. Trying to get green everywhere. So I probably will end up with green absolutely everywhere, trying to do spirulina powder.
No.
What is it? Somebody else was absolutely love it, but it does go absolutely bloody everywhere.
Hey, Amy.
Hey, Amy.
Hi,
I'm
Amy.
talking about Sammy right now. Yep. Yeah, go and go. It was.
Go away. Kidding.
Yeah, no, I can sort out. I'm gonna sort out a tub for the male. Okay, just do it this way. really is the only issue with spirulina powder is it just turns you green.
Oh
Mm.
God.
Well, it's because it's all within the bag and stuff. Like that's all up the
Yeah.
bag. It just gets everywhere and it clings to things and stuff. It's brilliant stuff, but it just gets everywhere.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do a huge amount of pots of this at a time, because otherwise I just get it literally absolutely everywhere. But it's really good for things like the expanses, isopods, and similar ones to expanses. And to be honest, just pods in general, really. Really useful.
Yeah, it's really good if you breed shrimps as well.
Yeah. Yeah, things like that. Yeah, I'd absolutely. Yeah, love this stuff as well. There is another sort of algae powder I want to sort of potentially get in and trial and see how that goes as well at some point. And then if that goes well, I'll start using that a bit more. But it's a little bit more expensive than spirulina.
And that is.
It's like Corella or something, I think.
Oh, okay.
But it's like a more terrestrial algae.
Yeah.
So I've seen a few people sort of say it's like even better for the pods. So I'm just like, well, it's potentially worth a go. Why are you not going up and wait? Just find this way.
Powerwolf have announced quite a good gig.
Is that?
Powerwolf have announced a good gig.
Oh yeah, yes, I did see that. So yeah,
Tempted by it.
they're fantastic live.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen them once, and that's then where I kind of got into them, because before I'd sort of heard a couple of a couple of it's never really paid them a huge amount of attention, and then I saw they were like co-headlining a tour with Epica
Oh right. Okay.
years ago. Yeah, it was Epica and Powerwolf as co-headliners, and then there was also Beyond the Black as well on the lineup as well, and so
Okay.
and really enjoyed Powerwolf.
No.
But annoyingly, where so I'm talking about Shepherd's Bush Empire. I think it's the first time I'd been to the Empire, and I didn't realise that they pack away all the merch before the end of the gig.
Oh.
So at the end of the
Weird.
gig, there's no merch you can buy. It's all
Well,
been
that's
packed away. I was like, what are you doing?
I wonder if that's because the band are literally going straight away, quite quickly after the gig.
But it was like all of it, all merch.
Oh,
All
okay.
Yeah. And I would say they done a game when I went. I think it was there that I saw. It was there. My Dying Bride and Paradise Lost.
Okay.
I had to make sure I got all the merch before the end of the gig that you wanted to get because it would be available afterwards. It just like to me that I was like, it's just bloody stupid. Never known that at a gig before.
No.
All merch be packed away. Before the end. Yeah, 5 will do. Because otherwise I'm going to get it absolutely everywhere.
Well, it started trimming again.
You know, this grass grows really quickly.
Chris,
I could show you how it sounds like. Hang on, let me turn my one on. You heard that? Mine was probably quiet. Nah, mine's quiet.
I can't decide if you're right and it sounds like a lawnmower or it sounds like somebody is abusing a cat.
Quiet's there.
Millipedes, how's a millipedes together? You want to look for species basically that come from the same area that need the same conditions, basically. And then anything that you're going to put in with them, like other taxa wise and stuff, again, you want to make sure that it's from sort of similar environments and stuff. And so most like African species you can sort of mix together. Because most of those need kind of, I'd say like most of the Asian species and stuff. As Amy says, don't put like protein hungry pods in because they'll eat your molting millipedes. So stay away from like Porcellio. Amadillion ones would probably be okay. And so, Cabaris would probably be okay. And the ones that are fairly active on top, UT, they're actually kind of semi-arboreal. So they'll do a lot of climbing. So, but you still need to give them a deep enough substrate as well, which is basically ideally as deep as they are long.
Miss Zookeeper, I picked up the mantis from. He had millipedes, but with katydids and stick insects and beetles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at work I've got UT in with some beetles and land snails on display. That works. And I've seen that with other millipedes as well, other zoos.
I can't remember the scientific name, but there's a small millipede called pink dragon or something.
Yeah, don't mix those in with anything because they'll just gas everything out.
Cyanide.
Yeah, they were everywhere, high and low. And I had some.
And really, really cool millipedes. I
had 10, and just for fun, I put them in my 90-45-90. with loads of plants. A month later, I think I had 1,000 of them in there. And then the colony just crashed.
Yeah, for some reason I don't know why, but that seems to be a thing with the pink dragons. I hear that a lot, where people do really, really well, breed them, do well, and then all of a sudden just they go. And I don't know if it's whether they're just gassing themselves out, because the amount of cyanide they produce.
I bought mine from a breeder in Germany, and when I contacted him and asked about if he knew why my colony crashed and stuff, he said they really, really depended on having live moss to eat.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
So knowing that I had like almost 1,000 at the end, there was basically no moss able to live in that enclosure. It would get eaten as soon as it sprouted.
Yeah, pink dragons, produce like the most for their size. As with some of the other sort of dragon species, like actual dragon, a lot of the flat millipedes produce quite a lot. Larger flat back millipedes, like the what's obviously called the tracted or armored, they tend not to. So then you do get some of the larger millipedes, like the red-legged millipede that produces a lot of iodine, with a bit of cyanide mixed in, and just get covered in the stuff sometimes. Those ones. Nope, they're not immune to it at all. So yeah, they can literally gas themselves out. Yeah, John. The ones that you know produce lots of cyanide. Keep those sort of separate, well ventilated. If you're getting them posted to you, do not be surprised if some arrive past, because that does happen because they gas themselves out on the journey. With the real heavy cyanide producing ones, it's better to pick them up at a show and then keep ventilating them.
Not in the car with the windows closed, though.
Sort of thing, because I'm going to tell you, they produce a huge amount. I had a group of red dragons. They were sold as pink dragons, but they weren't pink; they were red. And I saw them out. It literally had a very decent sort of colony, and it made me ill one day when I was servicing the tank. I just breathed in so much cyanide. I was like, oh, that's not good for me. That's lost a few brain cells. Occasionally, I have millipedes for sale. There's occasionally. At the moment, I don't. One of the best places for millipedes is venomous visions. And Tony at Venomous Visions can certainly give you a lot of advice as well. Especially if you ask him, like, oh, I'm thinking of keeping these two together, he'll tell you whether it's a good idea or not. If she's buried, leave her to it, Amy. Well, I know you know that.
All my giant African land snails, ovums have had babies that I got from the Sea Show.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I've lot. I think there's about six babies in there of the ovums.
Yeah, we need to update the website at the moment. So at the moment, it's not taking orders at the moment because it needs an update of stock, both in terms of dry stock and livestock and stuff. We need lots of pygmy wood sculpts and don't get attached. You're the one that will get attached to them all. Although, yes to lots of pygmy wood scorpions because pygmy wood scorpions are awesome. I've only got 2, and they're young. And my female Arizonensis is looking ready to explode, so she's either gonna drop babies and then probably eat them, or molt, or explode.
Mm.
Because yeah, she's absolutely huge. I want to change her setup, but because she's so big, I don't want to move her. It's been like that pretty much since I got her, but yeah. I changed her because she came to me on a mixture of sand and vermiculite.
Ooh.
So it's because it's one from a lab.
Oh, okay.
So everything they pretty much kept everything on vermiculite because it was sterile.
Yeah.
I think it was used for venom research. But like she's huge, so she's either going to molt or going to produce babies. Problem is, I don't have any like dead scorpions or anything that I can feed her to try and stop her from eating her baby. So it's a case of beans crossed and hope for the best and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amy's bears from there too. But once she does, either molt, give birth or whatever, and then get on a substrate. I prefer a more naturalistic substrate. I've got spirulina everywhere. Incubate preferences. What are you trying to incubate? If you want a cheap but effective incubator, Polybox. Polybox with a heat mat in it hooked up to a pulse thermostat. Poke some bamboo skewers through the sides and put some wire on that to make a little shelf. Stick your tubs on that incubator, and then also have a max min thermometer probe in there so you can see what the temperatures are doing. That's your cheapest but also incredibly effective incubator. So I mean, a lot of the reptile manufacturers do. You get the Exoterra ones that look like a mini fridge. They work. They're good, but they cost over 100 quid, 150 quid or something. I can't remember. I mean, the main benefit with those ones, obviously, is that they've got a window and lights, so you can see the eggs without having to open the doors. The doors will be or opening a lid to see what's going on.
Yeah, I've seen many creative ways of making. I saw a picture of one of the breeders of what was it? I think it was the boa constrictor he bred, and he had so many eggs that he bought one of the, in the shops you have the brand name fridges with the glass door, like Coca-Cola and everything. He bought one of them with like a heat mat and a thermostat and stuff in, and then loads and loads and loads of snakes, egg, and
if you're doing reptile on a big scale, then you buy like a fridge and convert it, sort of thing for lots of snakes and lots of reptiles. You end up doing.
He had room for so many eggs in there. It's yeah.
For things like stick insect eggs, you don't need to incubate them in anything special at all. Just most of mine just hatch out within the enclosures.
You're welcome. Somebody got the ideas.
Keep the cricket thing.
But the mini the ones that look like mini fridges, they do work well. They do one that's kind of like a poly box, and then you look down from the top and it's got a clear top to it.
Bournemouth. When is that?
Is 1st of June, I believe.
Think I'm at work then.
Is that a Sunday or a Saturday?
Might be a Saturday show. Let me have a look. Is I think that's one I'm not overly on because I'm not trading at that one.
Oh, you're not trading?
Not that one, no. I think it's sold out before I was able to afford it. So
are you going as a punter or?
I need to sign it because it's about a 3-hour drive.
Oh god.
Something like that, 2.5, 3-hour drive. So it would probably include at least a hotel for one night, probably. And if you're not trading, that then starts becoming expensive.
Yeah. I think I'll treat C's as a kind of like a show that I won't trade at, but I'll just go as a punter.
1st of June.
1st of June. Yeah, I've never done Bournemouth Bug Show.
No, I haven't. No, well, last year was the same day as the Wigan show, which I was at. So
Ah,
I can't split myself.
I remember that. I mean, I guess it was 2 different parts of the country, so it wasn't too bad. Having Wigan all the way up the top.
Oh yeah, it didn't affect each other.
No.
It was obviously, yeah, someone of me was all like, yeah, not big enough to split up and do 2 shows on the same day.
I'm not a trader, so I wouldn't know.
I'm a very, very, very new trader.
Yeah, no, so I'm still working at being a fully established trader. I mean, I'm trading. I've been trading for a few years, but
Yeah. I've done 1 trade show. That's it.
It hopefully I'll get to the point where it's potentially a full-time thing, but it certainly ain't nowhere near that yet. And with Amy's help, should get there. I reckon.
Well, I mean, how many tables did you start off with when you first started trading?
Half. I nicked half a table at my parents'.
Oh, no.
So yeah, initially I always used to have I used to nick half a table with my parents' tables.
Yeah, so you've worked up. I mean, you're now on how many tables?
2 tables at most shows.
Yeah.
Now, so I went from nicking half a table, and I've done that for years, and then I think it was Taunton last year was my first show with my own table.
Which one?
Taunton last year.
Oh, right, okay.
I think that was my first show with my own table. I think it was definitely Taunton.
Okay. So you're an established trader, but you're
No, it would have been the year before. It would have been 23.
Right.
It would have been 23.
Oh, okay.
Would have been my first one, and then I think I just had 1 table at all the shows. Well, most of the shows. Then last year done for the beginning of the year one table, and then went up to 2 tables. Sort of from mid year onwards, if I could. Apart from I think Brighton only had 1 table. I booked that early, and I could only afford 1 table.
Mm.
And then this year, I was like, I wanted to try and have 2 tables at every show that I do.
Yeah.
The Hampshire show, I've got 3 tables at because they were cheap. So I went.
Nice.
So I was like, "Bugger it, let's try 3 tables at that one." Sort of thing. Hopefully, I have enough stuff for to cover 3 tables at that one.
Yeah. I think the amount that Alice is crocheting, I think we're going to have enough stuff for about 5 tables.
Sort of thing. So I just go, we'll just build up gradually and stuff, and hopefully at some point it perhaps takes off and becomes more of a viable full-time sort of thing, potentially.
That'd be good.
What would be nice? Hope what would be nice is if sort of in the next sort of 4 years, if in 4 years' time I'm doing it completely full time.
Yeah. Leave the zoo and
possibly, yeah.
Ow.
If it was able to get, if it was able to get like a unit and build it.
Which just imagine you're moving when you're moving out of that place. You'll have a car full of all of your belongings. Then you'll have a removal truck for your inverts.
Probably
Your animals.
in my dad's van a couple of times. Oh, Amy's found units.
Oh,
One thing we've sort of been discussing about, getting a unit between us,
that's cool.
sort of thing. See where both our businesses could end up.
Ooh, that'd be good. Bill's Bug Park. Bill and Amy's Bug Park.
That's the next thing. No, if I could end up, at some point having my own place, that's like a shop come display type place.
Yeah.
Where people come, they can buy their inverts and all the bits and bobs I do, but also see like nice displays of inverts and stuff.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Thing. Somewhere where could be like almost like a bit like a film, studio to film it all and do live streams from like all the time or whatever. Constantly doing setups and things like that.
Yeah, I mean we're at one table at the moment. At most of the shows, I think the only two shows that we're not doing, like Invert Show UK's, are Wigan and Glasgow. And oh no, we're not doing Peterborough as well. And then we're
on Peterborough unless anyone pulls out, kind of thing. As in my parents.
Yeah.
I'll probably go to Peterborough still, whether I have tables or not, because it's the nearest one of their shows to me.
Oh right, yeah. I mean, it's about.
There's going to be another show on that day from another company.
Oh really?
Elsewhere, I don't know where in the country, but elsewhere and sort of thing. If my parents will probably get tables for that one. But I've already said I'll probably go to Peterborough because it makes more sense for me in terms of the fact that I can film it. More people I know will be going to that one, and also there's more of the stuff that I now keep at that one.
Yeah. What's the other show that will be on?
The Reptile Show.
Oh, IHS. Oh.
It's apparently going to be on the same day.
But they haven't announced that second day. They haven't announced the venue.
I've unofficially heard it.
Don't know what you mean.
Rumors. It's rumors. And it could just be rumors, to be fair. It could just be rumors, but
I heard that they potentially would be in Leighton Buzzard near me. But they tried that, I think, last year, and it's in this question centre.
Oh, that place, no. Yeah.
And apparently it was just literally the floor of the venue was going to be whatever stuff they put down on the floor of a horse arena with some stuff over the top of it, some boarding or something over the top.
Yeah. Well, then the first one this year in June is their June one is essentially in greenhouses.
Yeah. It's in a garden centre.
It's in the garden centre. It's like, what's happened? What is this? So I'm like, I'll be going to that one, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about going to it, and I was like, it's too far. I mean, it's further up the country than what it was last year, the last year's one.
Yeah,
and it's just too far for us.
And it's. Yeah. Amy Chrome is in August, but I need to speak to my mum again about. She mentioned about a show potentially, like where you could join them at coming up soon. like near Southwold.
Also, I haven't read the chat for a little while. Why are you having Alice? I'm confused. And Amy and Alice at Glasgow would be fun. Yeah, I might be going to Glasgow for the day, like potentially going up with Jeremy, but I'm not sure because I don't think I can keep up with the drinking that they'll be doing.
Don't do the drinking then.
Huh?
Just don't do the drinking.
I know, but then I feel left out, so I'll do the drinking. I'm getting old now. I can't drink like I used to.
No, I need to book tables for Glasgow.
That's a long old trip up there.
Yep.
I mean, how long's the car journey?
I mean, it'll take us a good 7 or 8 hours to get up there. But what we're planning on doing, or thinking of doing, is literally when I book it, and I'm saying when, not if. My dad's going to book it for my mum as well, so we'll go up in her car, which is bigger and a bit more comfortable than mine, and we'll just spend a day just going up there, sort of thing. You know, have as many stops as we need to have.
Yeah.
But look at again like an Airbnb for a few days, and they should do like nearly, do a good few days up there.
I thought we agreed on you guys not being allowed to complain about this show.
What, traveling?
Yeah.
But your traveling is in a plane.
So
you sit in a plane, like we drive.
Yeah. But if I have to drive, Bristol is like 21-hour drive.
Yeah, that's different. That's insane amount of driving. Amy, that shop that you said that you don't like, is that Wrigley's by any chance?
What was, but it's no longer.
Is there? It still is.
No, Leighton Buzzard.
Isn't it?
Oh no.
No, it is. Wrigley's is still in Leighton Buzzard because you got one in Leighton Buzzard, you got one in somewhere else.
No, Leighton Buzzard one isn't Wrigley's.
No, I thought it was. Oh, my bad.
No, it used to be.
Oh, okay.
I never went there when it was.
It's got a crocodile and
None anymore.
Really? I went there literally like a month ago, and it had a crocodile and the giant Galapagos tortoises.
Are you talking about the Dunstable one?
Oh, I'm talking about Dunstable one, not Leighton Buzzard one. My bad. Completely different areas.
Yeah,
well, not different areas. It's close by.
Dunstable has the is it Brian, the female American alligator?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Yeah. Now Dabra and tortoises and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the main store.
Sorry.
That's the main one.
Yeah. And then so Wrigley's isn't Leighton Buzzard anymore. It's
no, it's Walk on the Wild Side.
Oh, okay. Not very good then.
Which is was Wrigley's now. Yeah, Walk on the Wild Side.
So the best reptile shop around this area is Exotics at Heart.
They post quite a lot on social media as well nowadays, and it looks pretty decent.
Oh, they're really good. Kev, the owner, absolutely lovely and brilliant guy. Yeah, I mean, he had a lucky. He just literally got a delivery of Atlas moths cocoons, and Jeremy was me and Jeremy went up there, and Jeremy said, "You know how to sex them?" And Kev was like, "Nope." he was like, "I'll show you then."
There we go. There we go.
Literally, Jeremy was in the right place at the right. Well, he was in the right place at the right time. Yeah, that's quite a good one. C&T Exotics is good as well.
CNT.
C&T Exotics, yeah.
Yeah, because they bought what was Amy Zoo, didn't they?
That's right, yeah. Mark Amy's reptile shop, old reptile shop.
Yeah, because he just does filming stuff nowadays.
Yeah. I used to, when I worked for Maynard Aquatics, was just up the road from Amy Zoo. I used to sell Mark Amy goldfish for his goldfish pond.
All right. Yep.
Yeah.
Saying them up. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, how much he keeps nowadays. We used to have quite a collection.
I haven't spoken to him or seen him in years. Ever since he left, he sold the reptile shop.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had everything. He had in his house. He had bloody dwarf crocodiles, and he had the owls from Harry Potter. I remember him saying, because he used to go around to do, he used to go and do talks for Harry Potter, because he did all the animals for Harry Potter, or most of them. And the one question he got asked when he took the animals round, because he took a rat, he took Scabbers the rat, and the one question that every kid asked is that the original Scabbers, not knowing that, like, obviously rats only live for 2 years, and
more than one was used.
more than one rat was used, and
same with the owls.
Yeah, same with the owls. Yeah, but he had everything. I mean, he's an amazing guy.
Yeah, he see him occasionally at Matthew's custom aquariums, sort of get-togethers.
Oh, does he go to the barbecues?
Sometimes go to the barbecue, and sometimes comes to the smaller one with the all-you-can-eat Chinese that we go to for Helen's birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sometimes turns up to that.
I might not be able to make the barbecue this year. Well,
so always I mean, yeah, Matthew always invites him, and then he either turns up or he doesn't. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Depending on how busy he is. But yeah, one year for the Chinese one, we Jim Collins turned up.
Who?
He has like quite a large collection of like exotic mammals and stuff privately, and
okay.
A lot of what we know in terms of husbandry comes from him and stuff. And
right, that's cool.
One of the sort of the old school of it, but yeah.
Cool.
That's because Matthew knows absolutely everyone.
Well, yeah, the guy that I picked the orchid mantids up from, who works at London Zoo, he knows Matthew.
Yeah, but Matthew builds a lot of tanks for them.
Yeah.
Although he doesn't deliver to them anymore.
No.
It's too expensive.
Because
of all the charges they has to then sort of pay out. So
yeah.
I think he gets them to come to him now to pick up tanks or like meet somewhere.
Yeah. Some 80s, 90s kids just put, wait, does Phil live in a zoo?
Yep. I do indeed. Yeah.
I'll come up to your zoo at some point. Keep meaning to.
The weather's getting nicer for it now.
Mm.
imagine my next video. We'll actually need to sort some bits out on that. It's a long one. It's longer than the 4 is going to be. But essentially like kind of vlog style of me just walking around the park.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like 45 minutes long.
It's a big park. Are you allowed to do content of the animals in the park?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about doing that? Like content of like you have?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say like
you know, I'm not as long as I'm not doing anything that would obviously like bring the park into disrepute and stuff and
well yeah, like walking into the tiger
wouldn't do
enclosure.
any, you know, at all.
It's like, hey everyone, I'm in the tiger enclosure at the moment.
Yeah. As long as I don't do stupid stuff. And it's all done educational and obviously doesn't interfere with me actually working and stuff. Then like often come sort of later spring and early summer, occasionally I'll do live streams just walking around, sort of thing, like on the either Sunday or Monday afternoon, sort of thing just before it closes or before everyone goes home.
Yeah,
sort of thing. Just walk around, do a bit of a live stream, just wandering around, sort of thing, which is always cool. As I was, but yeah, with this sort of vlog video, I get it. Well, go in some of the buildings that I don't go into on the live stream because it cuts out signal.
Yeah.
But so things like the bug building and the tortoise house and stuff.
Is there still? I think last time I went, well, when I went to your zoo, there's because you've got a train track that runs alongside your zoo, isn't there?
Oh yeah, we've got the Cambridge to London.
Yeah, and I remember I walked through a little enclosure bit where there was rabbits right next door to the train tracks.
Yep.
Are they still there?
Yep.
Oh,
There's still rabbits there.
how the hell have they not dug underneath the got to the train tracks? Yeah, I did like that zoo. It was nice. It was kind of not like the biggest zoo, but it was a really nice size. And you don't have like elephants and stuff there, do you?
No, we're hanging on space for that.
No.
No. The largest animals we've got. Obviously, well, Sumatran tiger, main wolf, decent sized donkeys.
Yeah.
That's all the largest.
You've got otters as well, haven't you?
Yeah, group of otters, Asian short-clawed otters.
You got some crocodiles.
Caimans.
Yeah.
Cuvier's dwarf caimans.
Yeah, because I think I stood at that enclosure looking at them thinking, they're fake. But they're not moving, they're fake.
Pretty much everyone does.
I know they don't move much.
Like, to the point that you can have a sign up that says, like, we are real, we are alive.
Yeah, I did. I remember that sign, yeah. I love Crocodiles of the World. That's an amazing place.
Yeah, no, Crocodiles of the World is a really great place. Really
Yeah.
great place.
Especially the Nile crocodile enclosure.
Yeah, no, Sean's done fantastic work with that place. And then then just up the road from it is Cotswold Wildlife Park, which is fantastic as well.
Never been to Cotswold Wildlife Park.
Well, it's worth going to. It's probably one of the most beautiful zoos in the country.
Oh, okay.
There's
My local zoo's Whipsonade.
Yeah. Which is good. Not huge.
Yeah. Well, we drive around. We don't walk.
I've never driven around. I've only ever walked around.
No, we always drive around. Because you can do. There's a little safari bit. It's not great.
I've never gone around that bit. Obviously, yeah, because I've never driven
Yeah.
around.
I mean, it's only got like some deer and other bits and pieces, and then you go through and it's got the camels. And there's like a little picnic area halfway around it that you can stop, and big mound that you can walk up to the top of it and look over the zoo. And it's got your favourite enclosure, which is the what is it? One of the tarantulas in a.
Last time I was there, they changed that.
Oh, they changed it.
Last time I was there, they had. Where they essentially had a Brachypema hamori in a paludarium.
Sorry.
It was a desert paludarium, but it was still a paludarium with Mexican pupfish.
But weren't they breeding? Wasn't that a breeding project that they were doing?
The pupfish, yeah, because they're like either critically endangered or extinct in the wild. When I was last there, they'd completely filled that tank up and made it just into an aquarium.
Yeah, that's more of an aquarium now than a. I don't think they actually do the captive breeding of it now. Of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was a bit of a weird. They showed us, that during a conference because we got to see that building before it opened to the public. It was basically pretty much done, and it was like opening like a few days afterwards. And it was all a bit like, yeah, we're not talking about it. And even the keepers was like, yeah, we're not too sure, but we're giving it a go. It was like, okay.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Because, yeah, it's a bit of an old one, but yeah. They sometimes do experiment with things a little bit.
Yeah. One of my favourite zoos is Longleat.
Longleat's cool.
Yeah. I love the lake. Like their lake, which has got the sea lions and 2 hippos in it.
Yeah, they're getting hippos again soon.
Oh, did they get rid of the hippos, or do the hippos die?
They were old.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Very, very old. But they're having to, once they got that, they're having to build a whole new area for them.
Oh, so they're not going to keep them in the lake anymore?
I don't think they're allowed to.
I know one of them did it. I know one of them did escape years ago.
Sort of thing, or they've got to build I think they're building a house anyway, a brand new house for the hippos.
Right.
Sort of thing.
But no, they escaped. One of them escaped years ago, I think.
Yeah.
But somewhere I did work experience when I was at college was the Wolf Conservation Trust.
Oh yeah.
I did work experience there like years ago, and they had a wolf that escaped quite a while back, and they told people to shut their windows and lock their doors and don't go outside and all about around the area. I don't know if it's still going.
Well, this could take a while to download that.
Yeah, wolves are fascinating.
Yeah, wolves are really cool.
Mm.
Really cool. Really
But-
misunderstood as well.
Yeah.
It has to be one of the most like exciting and frightening things I've ever done. In Norway we have a wolf park. It's mainly just wolves. And in one of the enclosures you can go in with the guide.
Mm.
And we were all sitting like in an area and suddenly you just felt like a moist nose in your neck and some heavy breathing and you can hear like in your back. Yeah, that was quite cool but frightening as well because you know those if they wanted to it was one snap of your neck and you'd be done.
Mm. When I worked at the Wolf Conservation Trust. We took two of them for a walk around the field, and we had to sit through a load of training of how to act around them. And we were told that if they not to ever take a step back. If they jump up at you, you need to push them down quite firmly and say "udder." And then you basically, to approach them, you put your fist out, let them smell your fist, and then you stroke them underneath the belly. And yeah, the moment I met them and I saw the size of them, I completely forgot all of that.
Yep.
Just like, what do I do? They are huge. Very scary things.
Yeah, and then again, the wolf park that I was in, that's mostly Scandinavian wolves.
Yeah.
But the Canadian ones are even bigger.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's a scary thought.
This place had timber wolves and
Yeah.
a few other different types.
Imagine walking in the woods and meeting one of the alpha males.
Yeah.
I'd shit my
Wow.
pants.
That's actually one of the biggest misconceptions. There's no such thing as an alpha male in wolves.
Oh.
It doesn't exist.
Isn't that alpha female?
Nope. There's no alpha. There's no alpha pair, no alpha or beta.
Oh,
So
okay.
the person who first said there was, realised not long afterwards that actually there isn't, and he spent basically the rest of his life and is still trying to actually tell people, no, I made a mistake. There is no alpha.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting.
And stuff. But it in that time, it spread everywhere and it goes everywhere, and then goes in films, it goes in documentaries and stuff. And literally, but yeah, it's been the person who actually came up with it. It just goes, no, like he made. It was like I made a mistake.
What do you actually call the leader of the pack then?
There is no leader.
Oh.
They all work together.
I mean, I guess, yeah, like the dogs. So I guess you'd automatically think of a cat, like a lion. You'd have the alpha male and the alpha female in lions. But then, yeah, I guess dogs are completely different. Yeah.
Yeah. And what you actually tend to get is found that the strongest wolves will actually be the ones at the back.
Oh, okay.
As
The
well.
weaker ones get killed first, and then
No, they're at the back to like keep an eye on the weaker ones.
okay. That's interesting.
But I believe that for years, everyone does. And then literally, there was a wolf keeper that I don't and showing all the stuff, and I was like, oh, well, fair enough, sort of thing.
Okay.
And so, yeah, the person who literally first sort of coined the term for wolves was then the person to go, actually, no.
Interesting. Can that misconception have to do with, because if you look at documentaries from like Alaska and stuff, they always tell you that the alpha wolf is the biggest one and stuff.
Yeah, it's saying, but it's literally just family groups. So yeah.
So do they all eat at the same time then?
I mean, so yeah, wolf packs don't actually have alpha males and alpha females. The idea is based on a misunderstanding. May have heard that a wolf pack is led by an alpha pair. Given this designation, it's easy to imagine that a pack consists of young adults and older animals in a strict ranking system. You can imagine that relatives, newcomers, and challengers are all part of the system. Maybe some of these wolves might challenge the alpha male to take over leadership of the pack. On the House of Works website, for example, you can read that wolves follow an incredibly sophisticated group hierarchy, and that wolves naturally organize themselves in the packs for stability and to help each other with hunting. The pack structure is said to include a beta wolf, who is the deputy of, and the omega wolf, who is the bottom of the rank, and often a victim of bullying. In reality, wolf packs are usually much less complicated. Calling wolves alpha and beta animals comes from research on wolves in captivity. Professor Zinnemann in the Norway University of Applied Sciences, who studies wolves. The leader is called alpha male. Then there are several rank levels, beta, gamma, and so on. But this is not a concept that works for wolves in the wild. Most wolf packs simply consist of two parents and their puppies. The group may also include 1 to 3-year-old offspring that have not yet headed out on their own. The adults are simply in charge because they are the parents of the rest of the pack members. We don't talk about the alpha male and alpha female and the beta child and human family. So how did our idea of alpha come about? Rudolf Schechner wrote about social structure and body language among wolves in 1947. Schechner studied wolves at the Basel Zoo in Switzerland, where up to 10 wolves were kept together in an area of 10 by 20 meters. He saw that the highest ranked female male formed a pair, and that hierarchy could change. By continuously controlling and suppressing all types of competition within the same sex, both alpha animals defend their social position. Schechner wrote, according to another well-known wolf researcher, David Meck, it was Schechner's work that gave rise to the idea of the alpha wolf, according to the International Wolf Center. As early as 1947, Schechner mentioned that it was possible that wild wolf packs consisted of a monogamous pair, their puppies, and 1 to 2-year-old pups, but this information was overlooked. Schechner's work had a great influence. Again, and in 2015, doctorate on power and meaning in the conflict zones over keeping dogs. Dissertation describes research on pack structure in wolves and how it in turn affected views among on dog training. Other Norwegian professors also contributed with important insights. So, established the term pecking order in the 1920s to describe relationships among chickens. This describes how chickens can be aggressive towards birds below them in a social hierarchy, but not towards those above them. The concept of the pecking order became very popular and had a great influence on the whole view of science at that time, at least in research that had to do with living organisms. It was seen as an underlying dominance principle that structures society and behavior. A great deal of research was done on wolf pack structure in the 1960s and 70s, but it was mainly on wolves in captivity. So these wolves were not necessarily related and were kept in an unnaturally small area. In 1970, the book The Wolf Ecology and Behavior of an Endangered Species was published, written by David Meck. It was a success. The book helped to popularize the alpha concept because many people refer to Meck's work. Meck has written on his website that he repeatedly asked the publisher to stop printing the book because much of the information is outdated, including the concept behind the alpha wolf. Nevertheless, the book is still being sold. David Meck, the world's most profiled wolf researcher, used the terminology alpha animals in his early research, but by the time he realized that that was a mistake, the term had already taken root in literature, and now is struggling to get this changed. And it goes on about dog training.
Yeah.
Yeah, all a misunderstanding, and yeah.
Well, definitely learned something new tonight.
Yeah,
But you'll still hear it. It's not, people aren't going to stop using the term. You know, even zoos, you still hear the term every now and then. I think so.
and also it was quite interesting of what you read. A lot of the research was done in Norway.
Yeah, a lot of Norwegian researchers in it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Introduction of Scottish Wildcats.
Okay, Amy.
So we had quite a few years ago. We had red kites introduced into our area, and now normally out like see roughly around 20 of them flying around my area, all as a group. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, never done one that, Amy. Oh, someone tried it, but they were soon quite unable to have survived. Not those ones.
Told you to get stuffed. Taxidermy. Stuffed wolf.
Right. It's actually 20 to 11, so I'm going to probably end the stream because actually I've gone over the time I normally do on a Monday.
Because we've been learning about wolves.
Yeah. I've done my potting up. I need to stick them all in a box, and I might do that tomorrow, maybe. So, I've got some bits to do before Ben work in the morning. But yeah, hopefully my video should be out Wednesday, and hopefully potentially later tonight for early access members and Patreon members. So hopefully, if not tomorrow, because
I'll look out for it.
Currently downloading, so I can put it onto Patreon. But because it's so long, it's taken an age. It took a good hour or so to upload it to YouTube.
Really?
Yeah. That's because it's like 45 minutes long.
Yeah. My video, my video's been sitting in YouTube in the background for over a week. I just haven't got around to doing the thumbnail and uploading it because it's rehousing my new Emperor Scorpion.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
But an Emperor Scorpion now.
Ooh.
Only Ickle is only about that big. It's tiny.
Got it in time before all the because everything's starting to hit the fan about those at the moment.
Really? What's that about?
CITES.
Oh, really?
So at Barnsley, there was an inspector going round, and he was specifically looking to see if there was Emperor Scorpions there, with a view of seizing them.
Oh, wow. Why was he seizing them? What if they haven't got papers?
Basically, they're starting to get a bit more on it now. So it was like, in the Emperor Schools, like, oh no, I haven't read them yet. So no Emperors.
So what do you do if you breed them?
These are making sure there's no Emperors here.
Oh, wow. So even if you breed your own Emperors,
if it goes up a level, I think there's been a few dodgy imports that have come in recently.
oh, I see.
So they're getting a bit more on it now.
Okay.
But yeah, if they go up a level, then you need paperwork.
Oh God, that'd be interesting to get paperwork for something not.
And yeah, if that happens, their price is going to go up.
Yeah.
Because less people will be breeding them, because, and even those that do will put their prices up, because they'll have to pay per individual scorpion that they breed to register
Right.
it. But
Oh,
then if it is a big if at the moment, if it goes up a level, and then if that happens, and now you end up needing CITES paperwork to prove that it's a captive bred scorpion, sort of thing, and you buy that, the trader would give you all the numbers, and then you'd have to then contact AFA and DEFRA, or AFA and DEFRA, to register it and pay them a fee to register it in your name.
So if you've already got an Emperor Scorpion, and the site and this all comes in, you have to register them.
You even need to, if it happens, you then need to register it, but you'd have to prove that it's captive bred.
Oh God, I bought it from a pet shop. I ain't gonna be able to prove that. Oh Jesus!
But you then got to prove, like, well, yeah, and that's been, and that could go down to, like, right, sire and dam. Well, I don't know. No one knows that necessarily. So
basically, majority of the
if it comes down to having to have paperwork, it'd probably be a case of, like, right, pre this date, there's no paperwork needed, but then you can't sell them.
Right.
Or you can perhaps register your adults or your individuals as, like, yes, we've got this, and then eventually if you do decide to breed any babies, you then have to register.
Okay.
So I need an adult pair ASAP.
Well, this is what I'm thinking. I might go back to the pet shop and buy all of their Emperor Scorpions if they're going to turn into like gold dust.
It's like I say, it's a potential at the moment. The fact that, yeah, there was an inspector at Barnsley looking for Emperor Scorpions.
Okay. They were selling them for £79 per scorpion, which isn't too bad.
Depends on the size, really. Sometimes
I mean, they're that big.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
And so, but it's a bit like our Dentiella. They're going up onto CITES, but there won't be paperwork involved.
No. Well, versicolors are CITES, aren't they?
Yeah, and all brachypelmas are.
Our brachypelmas all CITES as well. Oh, okay.
I think all of them. And
isn't there?
And I think all pokies are as well.
Yeah, I was just about to say, isn't pokies also?
Yeah, they're CITES.
Oh,
but
right.
again, no, but they're like CITES. Is it what? It's either, I can never remember if it's one or two that is paperwork.
Mm.
but they're on the level that doesn't need paperwork. But if you are importing them, then you need paperwork.
Yeah.
But to sell within a country, you don't.
Well, I know
That's
it's bad in America.
Yeah, that's why, like, yeah, things like, your brackies, your pokies, even like, I think some touch are, if versus are cited. I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure.
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure I saw on the Spider Shop on under Verticolor. They've got these are a CITES species, so we will not send out of the UK.
I might well have that then. Yeah,
Maybe
I
don't know.
Yeah, because they'd have to have paperwork to send out the UK sort of thing.
Yeah.
For that, that's then again that's kind of a faff. And so, and certainly if they come like from country of origin,
Hmm.
need paperwork. So like they obviously, because Spy Shop done a few years ago, and it was like ready for seas. They done the first ever or first in a very long time legal shipment from Mexico. But they got a whole bunch of brachypounders from Mexican breeders,
Oh, okay.
but with full CITES paperwork. So it was
Right.
like you got those, you then got paperwork with them, and you had to register them and stuff, and because they were basically pure and seen as pure, and they're very much like, please make sure you keep this paperwork, and you don't breed them with anything that doesn't have paperwork numbers with it.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So on Spider Shop website, it says CITES Versicolors are CITES listed species, only available for shipping to mainland UK.
To mainland UK
Yeah, that's what it says.
from Spider Shop.
Only available for shipping to mainland UK.
Well, only available. I've always said unavailable for shipping. To
No,
mainland UK.
no.
But they're
Only
in the
available
UK.
for shipping. Yeah, they're CITES species, but we're a UK company, but we're not going to sell it to UK people. Only outside.
Yeah, that makes no sense. What are you on about?
Yeah.
No. I mean, then, yeah.
I'm surprised they still got some. Yeah, surprised they still got some versicolors.
But basically, it's literally a case of like, it's a case of see what happens. Hopefully next week's stream, it's not really going to be necessarily invert based, but it might say some stuff on CITES issues and stuff, possibly.
Yeah.
Because all being well, hopefully, I've emailed them just to make sure that everything's all good for next week. I should have a very important special guest next week.
Ooh.
All being well.
Ooh. Ooh. Getting Brian Blessed on the script on.
Yeah. Next week, if it, like I say, if he basically reconfirms and says that still all good for next week, it's be one of my most important ones that I've ever done.
Ooh.
Sort of thing.
So it's a he. We know that. Is that all you're giving away?
Until I get confirmation of everything,
Okay.
I don't want to.
I won't dig any deeper.
I'm going backstage in a minute, but yeah, hopefully I'll hear back soon. I've emailed to just to be like, week until the stream, just sort of like, is everything still good, sort of thing, and things like logo and stuff, so I can then set it up and start advertising it, because like I say, that'll be quite an important one.
Well, that'd be cool. Awesome.
Oh. Anyway, I will cut the stream there. So, thanks everyone for joining and watching, especially for watching from the beginning. Here's Ron and Chris for coming on.
All right. Well, thank you for inviting us.
And hopefully, like I say, a video should be out on Wednesday, and we'll see you all next week, and potentially see some of you on Sunday at the entomology show. All right.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.